Greetings comrades, this is General Phoenix back in the action, and as you can see we're going to do another settlement build, but this time on Abernethy farm. Now then, I'm just going to show a quick zone, like the zone of the area we can build. As you can see, it's massive. We've got all this space, and you've only got this little settlement. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to bring more settlers here, because I'm actually going to move everyone out from the Vault 88. Because I've literally just been using that just to put people in, so I can build up settlements. Tear all this down. I'm gonna get rid of them because I want to make a huge farm that goes from there all the way down. I'm gonna turn that whole area into a big U-shaped house settlements for the workers and everyone else. This is gonna be turned into not into a living area, into a community centre, like a town centre. I'm gonna build another house on top of here, and this is where the actual residents, the people who actually lived here originally, everyone here, will be moved. Sheffield is actually my trader, so he's actually on his way right now. Because you give him Nuka-Cola, he joins you. I moved him here and I made him part of the trade routes. He's trading with Sanctuary Hills. I have moved a few little things. I've already pre-made some little things I had to for defences, like 2 turrets and water pump. And I did think I made another water pump, I think. I can't remember how many you originally got. I think it's only one, but I made a second one right there, just so they had extra water, because I had Sheffield move here as well. The Brimer's going to be moved at the back where the melons are. But and because you're not really going to get a lot of resources with this, because I'm not scrapping all these, I'm going to keep some, so I can put more Brahmins in, because that's going to be the plan. I'm going to put artillery on the top of here. Because then, imagine that thing on the top, and then you just got fire in it. It's going to be firing everywhere. So, and I can have turrets next to it, there and here. So let's say Brotherhood of Steel or any raiders come to attack it, you've got to get past them first. And this middle bit's like a popular hotspot for raiders and everyone to attack. So, and also I'm going to have settlers with security guards and everything, because that is obviously like a main thing I like to do. So, to sum up, I have to show how many resources I got. I bought 250 steel. I brought all the wood and / lumber. As you can see, 600 odd here, because again, I want this to be a big build. I'm even debating on changing the Starlight driving a little bit. Mostly the Vault Tech build, I'm thinking of actually making it a bit taller, rather than having it as like the U-shape I did for it. To make it almost like a bit larger complex. I'm still looking at that idea, but next time you see it, it will be just slightly different. So, let's start.
Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Become knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be freed today. That flag. Every settlement takes an oath and claims no raiders, mutants or ghouls today. Minutemen forces here to clear the way, with our muskets aiming ready to fire. The Commonwealth now knows hope awaits. The general's oath to save the day. From the vaults he came, a world once green, with muskets set, ready and aim. save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Become knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. The settlement takes an oath and claims no raiders, mutants or ghouls today. Minutemen forces here to clear the way. With our muskets aiming ready to fire. The Commonwealth now knows hope awaits. The general's oath to save the day. From the vaults he came, a world once green. With muskets set, ready and aim. To save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Become knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. The settlement takes an oath and claims no raiders, mutants or ghouls today. Minutemen forces here to clear the way. With our muskets aiming ready to fire. The Commonwealth now knows hope awaits. The general's oath to save the day. From the vaults he came, a world once green. With muskets set, ready and aim. To save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Beacon knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Every settlement takes an oath and claims no raiders, mutants or ghouls today. Minutemen forces here to clear the way, with our muskets aiming ready to fire. The Commonwealth now knows hope awaits. The general's oath to save the day. From the vaults he came, the world was green, with muskets set, ready and aim. Here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Beacon knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Every settlement takes an oath and claims no raiders, mutants or ghouls today. Minutemen forces here to clear the way, with our muskets aiming ready to fire. The Commonwealth now knows hope awaits. The general's oath to save the day. From the vaults he came, the world was green, with muskets set, ready and aim. Here to save the day. A people's freedom never enslaved. With the general's lead we guide the way. The Commonwealth shall be free today. Lost in an era of war, a land now 200 years lost in ruin. We were born to stand for the people's way. A general's voice brought us all as one. Artillery strong and ready to fire. Freedom calls on our radio towers. A minute's notice and we will arrive. Beacon knowing that we're now here. The Minutemen's here to save the day.
Well then, we're now complete. I had to make some slight changes to my original plan, so I probably won't build any more, but if I want to, I can do more, because you've got like, well, you can see you've got like a nice little settlement camp there, which looks really good. It still needs a lot of work on like furniture and stuff wise, so let's just go down. as I was actually doing this, for some reason, I kept glitching out like, to take some settlers out so I could move stuff. So, you know, it's not the final print I wanted. Oh yeah, we got attacked a few times by raiders and rust devils. So the defences ironically held up, but I kept them 2 off because they were actually just kept taking damage. But these were actually survived taking. These didn't even take the direct hits. We have an artillery here, cooking station here, everything's all set up. And if you want to have a look, Lucy Abernethy is a Minutemen. You actually learn this in the story, especially if you listen to some of the talks she has with her father. That Blake, I think it's Blake Abernethy, I think his name is. That she's wanting to join the Minutemen, but he's insisting that she doesn't because of her sister. And just to stay on the farm, but she still wants to get out there. So I came up with the idea of, okay, let's say if I was the general of the Minutemen in real life and everything, what would I say to him? So I thought, what if I made a deal with him where she wants to be part of the Minutemen, there's no stopping that, but she becomes a Minutemen guard at Abernethy for the new settlement. So she's within you, so she's still home, but she's fulfilling her roles until she proves herself to actually be able to take on a fight. Now the reason there's no gate is because that's the idea of like most of the raiders in every attack come here. That's like the primary target, so these actually do a lot better at range. And Mr. Handy did try to get here, but these two just knocked it out, just took it out straight away. I think one of them went off. Hold on. Resources, water. Yeah, but so as you can see, I had to take some of them off because for some reason it kept glitching out. So when I was assigning people, it kept taking them all off. So I had to lower the defences a lot more. The original defence was 44 defence, which that's crazy. So let me explain anyway. I've just realised I'm not explaining what I'm going to do. So this is going to be like a temporary shack for renting. So I'm going to have a rent sign put up, which you've got. This is like just a little chill out area for the guards and everyone else. So there's a radio here, chairs here. This is my own private little shed. So I can put my power armour here. I've got a desk and everything here. The fast travel target's here. So when I have fast travel, I literally just spawn here. So I'm going to put a power armour frame there sometime, and I'm going to put one of the armour sets there. So it makes the idea of other people could use it as well. This is like the other settlers where they live. So you can see where everyone's got their own bed and everything. This is going to be fixed up in the future with dining halls and everything. This is the guard. This is where the guards live as well. So it's the additional. So you have the rent there, your chill area there, my own place, the settlers, the police, and then this is the workshop. Unfortunately, I can't use this yet because I don't have enough resources. But yeah, the idea would be there would be automatons made. Once I make some like this, actually, I'll see if I can do that now. Actually, I might not have the resources. I don't have enough lumber. It's fine. I've got plenty of steel, so I'll just use that. So when I go on. There you go. So the idea is going to be this is going to like the toilets and stuff. So when I build like some little barracks here, I originally had it there, but the way it was setting up, it wasn't working. So each row is going to be blocked up here, and then you're going to have your toilets, one toilet here, another toilet for the men and women, and then this I might just have bathtubs because they need to wash themselves. And then you've got your generator here. I always love a windmill power generator. It just looks cooler. But yeah, as you can see, I had to seal that off. I've used some concrete there just so it's out of the way. But yeah, you can just put a wall there and it blocks it off. Yeah, but as you can see, there is no way to sneak. There's no way really to sneak in because I've closed that off. Though obviously there would be blind spots in real life if raiders or anyone was actually, if the NPCs were actually smart enough, but you know they're not. But I actually like how the settlement build went. It's not different from what I've done, but I like the more rustic aesthetic that it has compared to others. You can see where it's been parts where it looks like it's been improved on, but others where it looks like it's been put together roughly by multiple settlers. I'm sorry, it was just the wind on the window. Crazy weather, honestly, in this country. 1 minute it's scorching hot, and the next thing it's raining, and like this country's weather never. And apparently, I've heard someone told me there's a possibility of snow. I'm like, honestly, this country's got the most backward weather I've ever seen. If it's not a scorching hot desert, it's a frozen wasteland. It's like God literally thought, this country, I can't make up my mind what weather it should have, so let's just put all of them in and see what happens. That's why heat waves in the UK are crazy. But yeah, there's my power armour. But as you can see, yeah, I took them turrets off because again they just kept getting hit and I kept having to repair them. They were being practical for what you wanted. But yeah, if the Brotherhood or anything tried to attack, those turrets would have to take it, but I've also got guards now everywhere as well. So it's almost got, you almost got like a 270 degree defence. I would say that's the rough way I'd say it. Because you've got that there, then you've got one there on the far end where the arrow point is, and then you've got two there. So other than the far back, you've got about, I would roughly say about 270 degree angled defences. I might build another house here, like I need more lumber, so, but that's not the hardest thing. I moved everyone to Jamaican, I moved the two settlers to Jamaican Plain, so that's going to be, I might do a settlement build there, but I need to come up with the final plans of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do that. But leave your thoughts down below on this build. It wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but I like how it's got it, so I think this is like one of the best builds I've ever done. So leave your comments below, let me know what other settlement builds I should do, because I think after this I'm just going to focus on the story again. And until then, this is General Phoenix, signing off.